Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and this will be about geometric series. And what is a geometric series? It is the sum of a given geometric sequence. So there will be two, but most of the time it's about the finite geometric series because there's given amount number of how many are you going to add from the given geometric sequence. So the formula for the sum of finite geometric series is S sub n is equal to a sub 1, means the first term, times 1 minus r raised to n. R is the common ratio, and n will be the n kung pang ilan po siya, and then over 1 minus r, wherein r should not be equal to 1 kasi kapag naging equal to 1 ang ating given geometric common ratio, magiging undefined ang sagot kasi 1 minus 1 is 0 at ang kapag ang denominator ay naging 0, then that will be undefined. While on the other hand, the sum of infinite geometric series, ito po yung magiging formula. Nakita ninyo yung infinite na symbol is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus r. Ganun lang po siya. Pero dito, kadalasan binabanggit naman na infinite siya. At kapag ang r dito is less than 1, yung absolute value ng r. So dito madalas puro mga fraction and decimals. That is less than 1. So 1/2, 0.75, 0.25, 1/4, 2/3, ganyan. As long as it's less than 1, pero on the positive side. Okay? So, let's have an example. So, for example, we have here, we need to find the sum of the first 6 terms of the series 2 plus 6 plus 18 and so on. So we need to know, is this 2, 6, and 18 is a geometric sequence? Yes, because they have the common ratio. Tama po ba? So we need to identify the values given. So a sub 1, or the first term, is 2, and then the number of terms to be added will be 6, and then we'll have here the next one to be the common ratio, which is 3. So paano ko nakuha si common ratio? Again, divide the second term by the first term and divide the third term by the second term to see if that is consistent. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. Okay? So from there, since we have a finite number of numbers or terms to be added, and nasabi nga 6 terms lang, then we're going to use the finite geometric series given. So a sub 1 over, so tingnan natin, substitute. So sum of the 6 terms is equal to the first term 2 times 1 minus common ratio is 3 at ilan po, raised to 6 over 1 minus 3. So the next one will be the sum of 6 terms. Angat natin ng konti. Yan. So we'll have 2 times, or simplify exponents first, 2, 9 all over negative 2. So we'll have S, or 6, sum of the 6 terms will be 2, negative 7 to 8 over negative 2. You can just cancel this one at ang may iwan na lang ay negative. And negative divided by negative will be positive 728. So the sum of the 6 terms will be 728. So that is for the given. Next, what if we are given here another one, and of course we need to determine first if the given is a geometric or arithmetic, kasi para alam natin anong formula po ba ang gagamitin natin. Okay, so with this given, ano ang meron sa atin? We have to find the sum of the first 5 terms of the series 100 plus 50 plus 25 and so on. So, tingnan po natin. Do we have the same multiplier for this one? 50 divide 100 is 1/2 or 0.5. And 25 divide 50 is again 1/2 or 0.5. So, you can say that this one is a geometric series. So, the first term is 100, n is 5, and r is 1/2 or 0.5. Oh, mula po dyan sa given natin. Eh sir, less than 1 to. But still, ang sabi sa atin, we just need to add the first 5 terms. So, dun pa rin tayo sa finite geometric series. So, use again this one, S sub n, A sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n, 1 minus r. So the sum of the 5 terms, where the first term is 100, 1 minus 0.5 or 1/2 raised to 5. Kung saan mas po kayo komportable, may calculator naman. So, we'll have 100, 1 minus, most definitely, ito ang lalabas sa calculator ninyo. So, you will have there, sagot na yan, 100.96875. So, basically speaking, your answer will be 193.75 or 775 over 4. So, ganyan po siya kapag sa usapan po natin ng given. Okay? So, since kahit na may fraction na nangyari sa kanya, ang ginawa pa din po natin ay nag-simplify tayo para makuha, at ang pinili natin ay yung finite kasi dinefine kung ilang terms lang siya. Okay? Now, another one. Sa example po natin, find the sum of, define that the infinite geometric series 3 plus 1 is 1/3 is 1/9, then so on. So, check muna natin. Geometric sequence ba siya? O series. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. 1/3 divided by 1 is 1/3. And 1/9 divided by 1/3 is 1/3. And since it is defined as an infinite geometric series, so what we need will be the first term, which is 3, and the common ratio, which is 1/3. Okay? So, we'll have the sum of the infinite will be the first term over 1 minus r. And the sum is 3 over 1 minus 1/3. So you will have there 3 over 2/3. At kapag ganyan po, sa usapan natin, Division of fractions will just need to be multiplied by the reciprocal. So you will have 9 over 2 or 4.5. And that's the sum of an infinite geometric series. So it really depends on the given para po alam po natin kung ano yung meron sa kanya. Okay? So, let's try to have this one in problem solving. So, a social media post about Bayan Fiesta went viral. In the first hour, 10 people shared it. In the second hour, each of those 10 people shares it with 3 new people. In the third hour, each of the people who have shared it in the second hour shares it with the 3 new people, and so on. If this trend continues, what is the total number of persons who have shared the post after 5 hours? So, sabi nga natin, tingnan muna natin how are we going to interpret that one. On the first hour, 10 people shared it. On the second hour, that 10 people were able to have 3 new shares from their given. So that is total of 30. And then on the third hour is those 30 nag-share din, and we got 90 new persons who were able to share the post. So that means the given would be the first term is 10, at the end, kung ilan lang after 5 hours is 5, and then the R is 3. Kung ang tinanong lang dito, ilan yung na-share on the 5th hour, so that is only geometric sequence. But since we are talking about the total number of persons in the 5 hours na natapos tayo, then we need to have it as geometric series. Kasi this will be the sum o lahat, pangkalahatang mga taong nag-share. So, S sub n, B sub 1, minus 1, sorry. Ito ko pala na ilagay po. A sub 1, 1 minus R over 1 minus R. So, we'll have S sub 5 to be 10, 1 minus 3 raised to 5 over 1 minus 3. And if you do that in your calculator, you'll have 1,210. And of course, final answer should be in its conclusion. Kung conclusion natin, total number of persons who have shared the post after 5 hours is 1,210. Okay? So hopefully this could help you to review the geometric series. Thank you.